Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 24 of the year 2025. And this is from the 9th to the 15th of June, and we have Mithun Sankranti, that is Sun's ingress in the Gemini sign as well. And we have Moon's ingress in its sign of debility, crossing the Gandanta, then moving into Sagittarius and Capricorn sign as well. So this is a very important week because whenever there is Sankranti, there is something very special and very important. The events actually are linked to the luminaries. Remember, any major events that happen, they are because of the luminaries. I hope I'm audible because these are our live sessions, as you know. So let's move on to the weeklies and let me show you what exactly and how exactly the week looks like. So let me start sharing with you the week ahead. So I hope you can see the screen, the North Indian as well as the South Indian horoscopes. And this is from the 9th to the 15th, 9th to the 11th. Moon is going to be in a sign of debility and is going to be right opposite Sun and is going to be in trine to Saturn. Let me just share with you how to understand this. Okay. Moon is going to be here, here, and here. Okay. So Moon is going to be right opposite Sun, and that is when we have the Purnima, that is the full moon. And we do have Saturn right in, Saturn is actually, in trine to this moon. Okay. And Mars is looking at Moon as well, its own zone. And then Moon moves into the Sagittarius sign right opposite Jupiter and Mercury, in trine to Ketu and Mars. Now it's going to be in trine to Ketu and Mars. Okay, aspected by Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter both are looking at Sagittarius sign, as you know. So this is a very good time period for the Sagittarius. Wherever your Sagittarius sign is, this is the time period when you will be able to activate the events. And also 14 to the 15th, Moon is going to be in Capricorn sign and is going to be in trine to Sun. And this is also a very important transit. If you're looking for a job or if you're waiting for a job opportunity, this will trigger that as well in general. Now, when Moon is going to be in the Scorpio sign, this is the Jyeshtha Purnima. Okay. And Jyeshtha is the Moon is in the Scorpio sign, the weakest, because it is, going to be giving you some mental, emotional catharsis, buried fear surface, and Jyeshtha, which is ruled by Indra and Lord Indra, the one who looks after the heaven. So it's authority, guardianship, and symbol is umbrella, earring. So themes of seniority, protection, responsibility, power struggles, and who's on top. That is something which is going to play out. And Mars is looking at this moon. So this is the full moon, which is fiery. And drishti of Mars is also very heaty. So it has heat, urgency, possible rash moves, accidents, inflammatory speech. So be cautious during this full moon time. And we have Sun in Taurus, and which is right opposite here. That is why the full moon is taking place, a fixed sign, and there's a tug of war on resources, security, and loyalty, need to balance sensual stability with emotional turbulence. So this is what the best would be, that sit in silence for some time during the day when we have this full moon energy. So sit any kind of negative thoughts, jealousy, because it's the eighth sign after all. So jealousy, shame, whatever resentment you have, just write it down and burn the paper, if at all you're going through any kind of irritability on this day. And also, Om Indraya Namaha chants you can also recite. Om Somaya Namaha. Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha chant also, because this is, may the nectarine drop. If you can't recite, just say, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. Harness the fire, water, tension consciously, and the Jyeshtha Purnima becomes a very forge and not a battlefield. Okay, may you emerge tempered, not squashed. So this is the theme of it, and you can also donate something in white clothes, curd rice, coconut water, because this will pacify the debilitated moon's energies also. And then it moves into, because the full moon is a very important energy to play out when we talk about the Purnima and full moon energies. And then Sun is going to be moving into the Gemini sign, and this is the sign of communication, speech. So you're going to be very authoritative. So any kind of challenges if you're going through, so this will bring about some relief. So coming to the sign-wise prediction, so this is based on the ascendant, moon, and the dasha sign-wise predictions. Okay. So this is something which is very important. And then we come to the first sign, that is, just change this one, Aries. So for Aries natives, this transit of moon is going to be in your 8th house, and to start with 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. And on the 9th to the 11th, it's going to be in Scorpio sign, 12 to 13 Sagittarius, 14 to 15 Capricorn. So it's a good time to actually, your loneliness will go away. If at all you have been going through any kind of issues, cough related or bad health, you have to, you will feel the relief now. In case you have been going through any kind of upheavals mentally, any kind of litigation or any kind of punishment that you're going through, sorry to say that, but anything that gives you some kind of, so anything which was negative, any negative emotion. So this is going to be a big time relief kind of a phase. And also if you're facing any hardships or any kind of issues in your relationship, also you will be able to reconcile during the start of the week. Any digestive issues or any kind of ego clashes or critical situations, so you'll be able to reconcile or recover from that, also because of the full moon energy. Take the help of some elderly person in your family, so that will also that will help you understand the situation better, or maybe they will guide you through, and also, you may spend time with your family with much zeal this week, and you might just be a little the egoistical clashes can happen, especially on the 12th and the 13th. So that is something you have to be cautious about. It is a good transit when moon is in the 9th house. It will give you self-confidence, spirituality. You might just be visiting a temple or a religious place, and you might just be going through some classical text also. You'll be learning more. And this is also a Mars Ketu conjunction, not to forget here. It's in trine also, so stay patient. Don't lose cool. And with your partner in relationship also, you tend to make some mistakes or some impulsive moves. That is something you have to be cautious about. And also, this is going to be giving you wealth prospects opening for you. Don't worry about the Mars Ketu conjunction only. Rahu is in the 11th house. This is going to be a very positive week for you. And some signing of the contracts might take place. Students will work hard, and luck will be in your favor. Best is to stay away from laziness and overconfidence. If you want good results regarding your health, take special care. If you want any relief from your mental setup or whatever the situation you're going through. In the 10th house, you become really very attached to your work. You might just be completing the tasks. You have too much on plate. This might just be the day when you have to travel also. This will give you new ideas, and you'll be very spontaneous. It is a good time if you want to overcome your enemies or competitions also. Difficulties actually disappear. So this is the time when you can maybe make some choices. Okay, I need to be in this department, or I have to change my portfolio now. High time. So that is also quite likely. Rahu is actually, going to be making you go in for some investments, which are, some major investments, but they are going to be, temporary. You might just make good chunk of money and then you will lose it. So you have to be very careful when Rahu is in the 11th house, when you're going in for some major investments. So be careful. Crypto, etc. This might just not be the right time to do so. Venus is also in the 1st house, so good for relationship, good for your personal upkeep. Maybe you'll be going in for some hairdo this week, because moon is also going to be in trine. So relationship wise also, it is good for physical relationship, connecting with your partner. And if you're solo, then maybe you will be meeting someone special this day. You will feel better in your health also. And children wise, it is little aggressive kind of a tendency they can have, or there can be some health issues. So you have to keep a constant check on their health. But thankfully, Jupiter, the Karaka for children, is in the 11th place, is away from the 5th. So this is a good thing if you have to start any education plan, or if you have to go to overseas places for studies. So this is a good start for you. Sun is also going to be in your 3rd house. It's a possible time for writing something which gives you that authority. You learn something government related, PR, visa, etc. related documents you can work on. So this is a good week for that. Saturn is, as it is in the 12th house, so you have to take care of your health. If you are in the foreign land, it can give you some trouble here and there. But remember, Saturn in the 12th house will show you the right path. Slow down, detox, just take care of your mental setup. Sleep disorder can happen. So you need to be aligned with your day-to-day routines and just take it easy, rather than, just running after things and material comforts. Because Saturn says, no, just take it easy, slow down. You don't have to procrastinate, don't be lazy, and things are definitely going to be good for you. And also, don't eat outside food. If you have to, just avoid, especially during the start of the week, just avoid. Drink a lot of fluids. This is going to be helpful. Okay. And the remedy for, or we can say the mantra that I have given you in the beginning part, please do recite that mantra. It is definitely going to be very positive. Om. Actually, Om or Om, it's up to you how you pronounce it. Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha. This is a very beautiful chant for may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. So try doing this mantra. It's for actually everyone. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives this week, moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So in the 7th house, moon is looking for alliances. You will be more involved in your emotions are heightened. Maybe your partner is very emotional during this time, but this definitely gives you pleasure from different sources. Maybe you will be connecting with some people who are out of the league, some different kind of people. It's moon who's debilitated also here. So you will definitely be putting those efforts in the research work or deep jobs, deeper jobs also. So this is a good start of the week, I would say, when you have to make any kind of decisions. You have to travel, you have to, write something, you want to maybe, start a startup or something, business proposal coming in. So this is going to be a very positive time for that. You must also see the condition of Venus, and Venus is in your 12th house. So this indicates that there will be some expenditures that are, which you didn't plan. They might just come up, and travels might just be really increasing now, because Lagnesh is in the 12th house. You might just be leaving the place and going away somewhere, renovating your place where you live. You might just be spending money on stocks, shares, crypto, etc. And you will be making a good chunk of money also. Mercury is Kamba, so you have to be a little careful about your speech disorders, or maybe with your partner, you can have some ego clashes on the 9th to the 11th. Then 12th to the 13th, moon is going to be in your 8th house, and that's the Sagittarius sign. Chandrashtama is definitely, that kind of a phase which gives you some upheavals, mental setup goes haywire, your mood swings are there. You feel little uneasy because of money matters. You feel that, I'm just losing out. My health is not good. You eat something outside and you feel that you're feeling some uneasiness in the stomach, digestive troubles, because this is where, the moon exits. This is not the place for moon, because moon is the ruler of the 2nd house. It exalts in the 2nd house of the natural zodiac. In the 8th house, now a moon is cold and Mars is hot. So when it is in the fiery sign of Sagittarius, so moon becomes very uneasy. How will one feel, So this fire which is ablaze is just going to be, blown off. So you might just feel very cold, detached, and you might just feel very uncomfortable also. Whenever there is Chandrashtama, you feel that, you're not able to get the results that you were expecting. So this is something which is not a right time to, when you're not mentally sound, what will you be doing? It's better that you lie low and take things easy. Go for some healing and, some kind of retreat, rather than, or a spa treatment, massage, or maybe, you just sit in silence. If you can't afford, it's okay. You can just sit in silence for some time, and don't utter anything which can be hurtful. So it's better that you just contemplate on whatever is going on in your inside you. So that is something which, when moon is in your 8th house, thankfully Jupiter and in your 8th house, Jupiter and Mercury are right opposite this zone. So this is a very big time saving grace. You will be able to maybe join some courses on this day, or you might just learn something online because Mercury is also there. So you might just be writing something, you might be journaling, which will be a good vent for you. Whenever I say journal, it is a very good remedy. You write down all the thoughts that you're going through and strike off all the negatives, and then you just will be, gradually coming out of the negativity. So whenever there is something which is bothering you, write it down and just burn it or just strike it out, whatever you're going through. Moon is going to be in your 9th house on the 14th and the 15th. It's going to be in trine to Sun. Now, in the 9th house, this is a very good time period to understand your religious texts. Maybe you will be reading them, you'll be connecting with some mentor gurus, or you will be thinking about growth. This is a good time to conceive a child, conceive a baby, or the seed, as we say. You will be getting into that comfort zone, pleasure trips. Maybe you're thinking about the bigger picture. You're discussing bigger projects during this day. So it's a very positive time period for you. And this will give you good results. Read something on this day for sure, so that, because Capricorn is a sign which is a confinement sign. It confines you. It just says that stay, wherever you are, just stay. So the best thing is to enhance that is why 9th house is upgrade yourself, enhance yourself. So if you do that, this is going to be a very good remedy also of the 9th house things, So you will be able to maybe read a book, connect with your, maybe your father-like figures, discuss certain projects with your friends or with your relatives, someone who's going to be helping you out in whatever you're doing. So seek help and advice from the right kind of people. And then Sun is also going to be moving into, on the 15th itself, Sun is going to be from 15th June to 16th of July. This is the Mithuna Sankranti. Moon is going to, Sun is going to be entering your 2nd house. So you have to take care of your money matters. Don't be flamboyant, showing off. That is something which you might just be spending to show others that, yes, I have so much money, I have so many resources to show off, So you have to be careful. Maybe you will be showing off through your speech because it's the Gemini sign after all. So you need to be really careful about all these energies. And also, this can bring about ego clashes with your family members also when Sun is in the 2nd house. Avoid. That's the best thing I can suggest. But yes, as regards to your 10th house energy, profession, career and all, Rahu is there. So you'll be very obsessed with your profession, career, and Mars and Ketu are there in your 4th house. Not a good time to purchase property, renovate your place, because then it will be a stretched, prolonged process. For 44 days, Mars and Ketu will be in your 4th house, any which ways. So in case you have any legal matters, anything to do with your partner, relationship, etc., so work through that right now. It is not a good conjunction. It is the most dreaded for for multiple reasons, because if you are having any issues in your lungs, anything to do with your breathing problems, this might just aggravate. So you need to be well prepared. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your mother's health also, because it's the 4th house, Mars and Ketu. anything to do with the driving vehicle, or or maybe you're going to be purchasing any property, PR, visa, etc., or any creative energies. You have some inclination to do sports activities. So you have to be a little extra cautious in these arenas. You want to you just can be switching from one education field to another. That can also come up. Okay. And this week, especially when moon is going to be aspected by Mars also, so you have to take care of the relationship, interpersonal relationships. It's not important that it's a spousal relationship or not. Irrespective of that, any relationship with other people, that is the seventh house. So you have to be careful about those energies. Work-wise, business success is possible, but it calls a lot of effort and support through your contracts also. So think about the people who can actually help you out. There can be some job change if you have been expecting something. Students pursuing higher education may lack interest because of the Mars-Ketu conjunction. Stomach-related problems can come up, so be careful about all that. Otherwise, it's definitely a good time period, because moon is transiting good places. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th houses. 6th house is the house of, actually, it is one of those places, where moon gives very good results. Because anything, moon is what? Moon is a nurturing one. So if you have any enemies, competition, disease, or anything which is negative, moon actually says, moon is a neutral graha. So he says, it's okay, just let's reconcile. Let's just, come out of it. It's okay. So that is why, moon here in the Scorpio sign, you will feel all around improvement. It says, be more meticulous, be more involved in productivity, be involved in those things which are making you productive. Servitude attitude. So you will have good friends. You might just meet new people. You might just be, having some connectivity with the official people, your working class, and definitely you're going to be supportive of whatever changes are being made at the workplace also. New job opportunities will be available, and you will be traveling. You will be, this week will cooperate with you for a good return in the share market also with this transit. Now, there can be that you're going to be following some sports activity, fitness regime, diet regime, if you want to, research-based job, or anything which is giving you some kind of amazing good results in these areas. Okay, so this is going to be very good for you. Yes. So this is what I'll take the questions towards the end. And then we have moon transiting through the 7th house. 7th house is about other people. It's about happiness and pleasure from different sources, basically. You might just be traveling. You will get some timeless, delicious foods. You will get comforts, vehicles. All that happens when moon is in the 7th house. Moon also makes you very close to your people you're associated with. This will give you a very disciplined approach in your work also, because Jupiter is also looking here. So you will learn more, learn a lot of new things. And your romantic relationship, there will be some kind of relief that you will get in your relationship also, if you have been going through some issues. Also, Rahu and Jupiter both are in trine to each other, so it can give you some disagreements or some kind of estrangements amongst the relationships also. Maybe with your father, gurus, mentors, you can have some issues. Moon is going to be in your 8th house, and that's happening on the 14th and the 15th. That's going to be in trine to Sun. Also, there is a full moon happening in your 6th house. I'll come to that again. But yes, moon is going to be lastly in your 8th house. 8th house, Chandrashtama, is a very confused state of mind. It's said that you have a lot of mood swings. and then you, then you have a lot of mood swings, you feel little low and out. So it's better that, you just take things easy. There can be some digestive issue and you're not able to make it, for a meeting. You're home confined. As it is, Capricorn is a sign of confinement also. It is ruled by Saturn. So it can bring about some issues in your health also. So eat right during this time. Students need to pay more attention during this day to their education and their subjects that you have opted for. And your attention is drawn to the online world or social media even more during this time. Maybe you will be doing some kind of research that, okay, I have to, maybe you're into occult, you are an occultist, you are in the occult sciences. So you might just be doing things which are very deep. You will learn. That is what the transformative energy of the eighth house is. What is transformation? It's a change. So maybe, from introvertedness, you're going to be extroverted, or maybe the other way around. So it depends on the personal horoscope and the personal, way of looking at things. So when moon is in the eighth house, so you have to be a little cautious about your mental setup and don't make any hasty decisions on this day. It's not advisable, actually. Okay. And sun is also going to be, out of the 12th house. I have not mentioned here, but sun will be out of the zone. And this is going to be a very positive time for learning more and, being more, resourceful and more successful in your endeavors, because sun will be in the first house, though Jupiter is going to get combust also, not to forget that. We're heading to that, but still, this is the time when you should be making the best use of your potential. Okay, Rahu is in your ninth house as well. So this is what, and there is a lot of, confused state of mind that you can have because of Rahu energy. So in case you have to travel, in case you have to start something new projects, etc. So you will be in that dilemma, in that confused state of mind. Okay. Now, once moon moves out of this, then again, there will be a Kalsarpa, because moon is going to be again forming a Kalsarpa, though I don't use that term, but people don't get it. So it is, it means that it is going to be all the Rahu Ketu axis is going to be predominant here. So that is what, this is going to be the situation like. Sorry, I was having water. So the best remedy that I can give you today for the full moon is Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namah. If you can't recite it, simply just say, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. Because there is a lot of poison around. And after this Jyeshtha, especially Jyeshtha Purnima, things are going to drastically change. Remember, whenever there are any major shifts happening across the globe, it is in and around eclipses, full moon, new moon times. So this is a very deep, because moon is going to be crossing the Kandanta zone as well. So this is going to be a very transformative and a very, very important full moon of the year. Okay. Because it is as it is in the sign where moon debilitates. So it is definitely going to transform everything which is negative into positive. So you will see there is a drastic change coming in. There will be drastically some transition coming in. Okay. And definitely on the mundane wise, June, July period is definitely going to be a very, somebody has asked, so I'm just saying it is a very important shift. So I'm going to be doing with Ashwin the live video, and we'll share our insights when sun transits through the Gemini sign and what happens that day. Okay. From that month, I mean. So do watch those videos as well. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, 7th, and sun is going to be transiting out of the zone of 11th to the 12th. So when moon is in the 5th house, this is going to be a little, difficult period regards to your health, regards to your relationship, children, and also this can bring about some enmity also with others. Your mind suffers some kind of shock. So I'm not scaring you, because moon is going to be transiting through the Jyeshtha nakshatra also, and Mercury is in the 12th house. So you need to be really careful about your mental setup. And this is also about, think of, think of lava beneath a frozen crust. So the pressure insists on the release, isn't it? So ignore just whatever is actually happening inside, and focus on um, the conscious you. What exactly does this do is that this eruption, which is going to take place, is going to change. It's going to change things drastically. So for you, it is, this full moon is a very important one. Okay, first of all. Also, consciously vent the lava, and the lava fertilizes, ignore it, and it scalds. So you see, one more thing I wanted to tell you was that, you should seek the guardian, you should seek the protection, the responsibility from the elderly people during this time, during this, especially the full moon. And I repeat, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison to wisdom. That will give you a lot of peace. Okay. Because moon is in your 5th house, so you have to take care of your stomach region, you have to take care while driving, you have to take care of your mental setup also, because this is the house of intellect, and this is ruled by sun in the natural zodiac. When you put moon and sun in sun's house, it'll burn out, right? It will be sun's energy which is going to be prominent. So you have to be more creative. You have to not indulge or overindulge in the entertainment thing. You have to be careful about all these energies, and you're good to go. And then moon moves into your on your 6th house on the 13th, 12th and the 13th, and it's going to be right opposite Jupiter and Mercury from the 12th house. See, 6th house is a good one, because it is said that when moon is in the 6th house, it definitely gives you overall improvement. You might just be starting some new business, some new projects, some new service, or maybe you're going to be starting some fitness regime, dietary regime. You're going to be quite busy on this day, and this is going to be spreading a lot of licensing work. You'll be spreading a lot of happiness to others, and you are going to be a nurturing one yourself. Take good care of other people's health. Take care of your uncles and aunts' health, or maybe, because the Lagnish in the 6th house also gives you health issues. So you need to take good care of yourself also from time to time. Then moon moves into your 7th house, and that's happening on the 14th and the 15th. And it's going to be, on the 14th and the 15th, it's going to be in the, there's no planet here. So Mars is also not looking. Okay. So in the Capricorn sign is actually doing really well, because there's no aspect, there is nothing. So moon, when goes into the, or transits into the Capricorn sign, you feel quite restrictive. Moon is the swiftest, and getting into the sign ruled by Saturn, you feel quite slow. You don't want to do things very quickly. And in the 7th house, this is good for money matters, having good food, relaxing, connecting with VIPs, etc. But this is also going to be the time when you really need the help of your partner, or you need to work on your investments and on your business and any kind of proposal that you get. 7th house will give you maybe that kind of opening. You might just come across people, or you might just meet people who are going to be helping you out also. So this is one transit which will help you, travel. If you want to do things your way, you can do it, and you are going to be also feeling good about yourself, okay, on this day, because you wear good clothes, you go for a party. That is the core theme of the 7th house. And this is also going to be giving you, see, it is the break in agreement also. Maybe there is some lawful agreement that you are going to be getting into, or you're going to be breaking it. It can give you foreign residence or foreign travels also. And also, this is the time when you can have some kind of encounter with other people. Don't pick up any kind of fight or anything with with your closed ones. Okay. And this is a restrictive house any which way. So it will be giving you some realistic lessons of life also. So balance the rituals and, just do some kind of vipassana or something, which meditative view, which takes you away from the commotion. Okay. So you're good to go. And your efforts will definitely be successful if you put the right kind of efforts. It's good for wearing new clothes, jewelry, meeting people. Venus is in the 10th house. Any which ways, it's going to be giving you that kind of aesthetics, and you're going to be very creative during this week. And Mercury and Jupiter are in the 12th house. In the 12th house, Jupiter is very happy, Mercury is not. So you have to be careful about your expenditures. Just do the journaling part. I always tell you that's a very good remedy if you are journaling. If you the more you journal, the more you write, vent out, the better things get. Rahu's in the 8th house. Take good care of your health, because this can give you some hidden diseases. You will not be able to diagnose the problem. So you need to be cautious about your health matters also. Ketu is in the 2nd house. Speak the truth, speak the right things. Mars is also there, so it might just deplete your finances. So you have to take care of your money matters as well. But overall, when we talk about moons ingress in the houses, this week is good for your Lagnaceous movement. Okay. And as you know, I've given you the remedy already. May the nectarine drop of full moon transform poison to wisdom. What is the mantra? Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha. Okay, Chandraya Namaha. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th houses. See, 4th house is the house of comforts, home comforts. You feel very secure where? When you are at home, isn't it? You find you look for that peace at home, but this is Karko Bhavna Shai, means it is debilitated and is also in the natural zodiac ruler of the 4th house. Moon is transiting there. So it can give you a lot of commotion, some stomach related problems, or maybe, you're not feeling, comfortable at home. Maybe there is a leakage you have to fix, or there is a AC trouble, or there is a pipeline which has burst, and you have to just spend the whole day doing it. So you're feeling very uneasy. I need rest. Or maybe you're moving, you're relocating and you're shifting out. So you're just giving some, you're in that process. So it is a commotion type time period. So you feel a little uneasy on this day because of the outside commotion. So it can give you a lot of money matters also, getting down the drain, your money is flowing out. So you feel very uncomfortable. You have a Jyeshtha full moon also in the zone, which is like sun is right opposite and moon is going to be in your 4th house. And there is a Jyeshtha Gandanta movement of moon also towards that zone. So this can bring about some major changes. You need to be seeking help and advice of your elderly people. And also themes are so seniority, protection, responsibility, power struggles around who's on the top. That is what is this Nakshatra Jyeshtha about. And moon is debilitated, so emotional charities, or any kind of emotional bent of mind where your fear is suppressed, or fear, buried fear might just surface also. So you need to figure that out when moon is having this Jyeshtha moon and the full moon also in your. So in the Kendra, can you see there are so many malefic grahas? So you need to take care of your health. First of all, Leo natives should take care of their health. Mars and Ketu, I don't think so you should be going in for any kind of checkups like that unless it's really essential. Avoid. Why? Because Mars and Ketu gives some kind of, Rahu in the 7th house will give you some kind of confusion or illusion. Okay, maybe there is some hidden disease, or maybe there is something to do with your surgical process that you have to go through. Mars Ketu gives that. So maybe head injury, or maybe head surgery, or maybe something to do with your blood related issue you can have with Mars and Ketu combination. Abruptly, you will, or suddenly, you will get to know, oh, I have developed this. So you need to be very, very careful about your health. So keep a constant check on your health and do the health checks. Maybe if you have to take multiple advice, you should. And just 1 minute. So take that help and advice also. Then moon moves into your 5th house. Okay, sorry about this actually. Moon moves into your 5th house. One sec. So this is what, when moon is in the 5th house. So when moon is in the 5th house, now this is the time period when you feel that, you have to do certain things related to your mental setup. You need to focus on your mental setup also during this time period. And we have, as it is, the full moon in the 4th house. So you're mentally, as it is, little uneasy. But remember, you have to be very confident that this is the time when buried fears will surface and you will be able to overcome them. You feel little psychologically heavy, but it is definitely going to help you also to come out of it as well. So you need to actually balance sensual stability with emotional turbulence during this time period, and take the help and guidance from the people you actually depend on. Maybe there is some elderly people, 5th house energy, your partner, maybe some kind of speculative trading and gambling. You need to cut addictive ties because Mars is in the 1st house. Don't get involved in any kind of um, unnecessarily you know going overboard in the investment part. And also home energy is very creativity, home energy. This is the tone of this particular time period. So just make sure that you're doing things in a very meticulous manner, and just plan everything well and you're good to go. And if you have anything to do with your stomach related problems, or you're having any kind of wasteful expenditures, just plug it. Digestive troubles, some kind of shock related, some related to children. So you have to be very careful about that also. Maybe your children are going to be really you didn't expect them to get an admission in a particular zone or particular college or particular university, and you get that news, and that is something which is very it's also shocking. So positive news, because Mercury and Jupiter are also looking here, so it's a big time protection for your partner, for your family, for your relationship, for your creativity. Good day for entertainment also. You can watch a movie on this day as well. But write down something, do write on this day something. Sports activity, join a gym. That is on the 14th and the 15th. If you want to start a gym practice, or you want to just go for some activity, physical activity, productivity definitely increases. So it's a very positive time period. Aum Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha chants you should recite 108 times on especially the day when you have full moon. And full moon is on the 11th, by the way. When moon is about to leave that zone and they're together at the same degrees, that is when you check the moon. So it is going to be somewhere around 25 degrees, 26 degrees when you have the full moon energy prevalent. Okay. So all the best. Have a good week ahead. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting. Actually, I'm so sorry because someone is boarding the flight. So I'm just there also. My mind is there also. Someone from my family. So For Virgo natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, and fifth houses. So it's a very good transit when moon is in the third house. It's a good transit for travels, for happiness, for comforts, for satisfaction from all sides. You might just be buying some clothes, jewelry, and you might just be, getting attached to your children. You're meeting your children. That is also quite likely. And also brothers, sisters, they are successful, or they are, you have that new confidence, and you feel that you can do multiple things now. Mental inclination is towards positivity. So maybe you're going to be starting a new project during this time, and speculative income, good for that. New confidence, meaning to life, money from multiple sources. You're thinking about it also at times, and traveling, of course, also gives you that that kind of clarity. And this is also good for in case you have to buy some gadget or something, so you can do that as well. Maybe there is a gadget failure that you have, and you have to change your gadget. It could be your phone, it could be your laptop, something like that. And if you want to write any letter or any kind of email or anything, which journaling, so you can do that. Publishing, writing, etc., we see from the third house, and when moon is here, you can do that. Travels definitely are on cards on the 9th to the 11th, and there's a full moon happening in your third house. So this is also very positive. So Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha chant, you can recite that. May the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. So if you can't do the chant, you can simply just say, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. Speak that. You can recite that also. It will be equal to that. Okay. And third house, I've seen one more thing happens is communication. So be careful about that also, that you just are shooting an email to someone and it goes to someone else. So that can also happen with the full moon energy. So that is something you have to be careful, and moon will be in Gandanta also. So when there is a Gandanta movement, so you have to be careful. Maybe there is a commotion about your shifting or relocating, or you're just, travel, you traveled a lot, now you're coming home and you're just relaxing. You want that. So that commotion is coming to an end whenever there is a Gandanta, remember. So you will feel better, and you will feel that, you're at home now. But definitely it gives you some kind of, commotion also, at home. Maybe you have reached and your kids are there, your small kids, or maybe, your family requires attention, or somebody's unwell. That kind of a news also can come in. But be prepared and be careful about all these things, all these energies. It's not necessary that it is going to take place for sure, but depends on your personal chart. So that is why. But yeah, Jupiter is looking there. Your fourth house, Saturn is looking at your fourth house. So it's a very good time for relocation, for change of place, buying property, signing some documents and agreements, changing your vehicle, or starting a new education plan, or marriage. So anything which brings in that change, in your current state, or state of mind, or state of position. So this is the week when it is going to be taking place, when moon is also there in the fourth house. So plan everything well. And also you can maybe, you can connect with your mom, and if at all your mom has been suffering, so you can just take her to the hospital, or spend some time with her. And also renovating your place where you live is also likely. Okay, you are at home, you're comfortable at home, but at the same time you're very emotional also. You're thinking about your childhood days. Sometimes so happens, that you're thinking about the past, you're thinking too much, dwelling too much on the negative energies from the past also. But thankfully Jupiter is there, so it'll be minimized. And the Lagnesh is also looking here, so that's minus plus, I would say. Then lastly, moon is going to be in your fifth house. Fifth house is actually, it says that when moon is transiting Capricorn, especially, children are children suffer, or there's some health issues that you hear from the children. And or maybe there is an abortion, or there is a child loss or something. Sorry to say that, but it is when a moon is transiting here, being the 11th lord in the fifth house. See, these are from the classical text. It used to be so harsh. Can you believe that? It's written so harshly. Children will suffer due to sickness, or there will be abortion. There can be that you are capable and skillful. One may be at, you're considered to be a fool. All these words are written if I start reading from the classic text. So, and misery grows, worries grow, and, you feel that, there is a lot of enmity and expenditures and loss of status, all that, because it's from the 10th house, the 8th house. So it is not wrong, but it is not that harsh also. Some realities we don't want to accept, but there are certain things which are very, very harshly written in the classic text. It's an exaggeration. The kings of the kings, as we say, Saturn, Sastri Yoga, kings of the kings, Jupiter there. Oh, you're the gurus of the guru. So when we go through the classic text, you don't go by them, literally. So when moon is going to be transiting your 5th house, it says that take it easy, don't be overindulgent. Maybe you pick up a fight with your partner, so take it easy. Give it some time. With in your living relationship, suppose you're in and you have a complicated day with amongst each other. So it is just a phase. It'll get over. So do not get carried away and I don't want to be with you anymore. I break up with you, take your ring, take your stuff, get out, or I go out, whatever. So don't get carried away by these emotions on this day, especially. And that is on the 14th and the 15th that you will be too much emotional about these issues. Okay. It could be any, relate to them your way. Okay. Read between lines. I cannot describe each and every event in 1 hour's video. So you have to connect. Okay. Yeah. I have issues with my children. Oh, I have issues with my, with my partner, with my romantic partner, or with the people, you're connected to. Or at the workplace, you just pick up some argument and you feel very uncomfortable that day that I don't want to work here. I want to quit this job and go. So that is something you have to check yourself, because it's the 8th house from the 10th also, not to forget that. So maybe you're overindulgent in sexual relationship and there is some health issue that you have to go through. So this is something you have to be very careful about during this time. So don't make any hasty decision. Take it easy and things will fall in place, because moon is going to be in your 6th house after this, and that's a good time period. So this week you have to be cautious about the end of the week, especially. You have to be a little careful about your mental setup, and just go watch a movie, unwind, Netflix, whatever you like doing. Just go and do that. It will be really positive for you, I would say. Okay, a very unwinding kind of a day for you. And Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha chant, if you can recite. Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha. If you cannot make it, if you can't do it, just simply say, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. Just you can do that also. Okay, that is what it means. So if you can't do it, just recite. If you can't recite the chant, just say this. Okay, and keep saying this that day, especially on the 11th. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. See, 2nd, 3rd, 4th houses are good houses for this moon. 2nd house, generally, it's moon exalts here, right? But Venus's sign, Venus's place. So what happens, you become very food greedy. You become very conscious about what you are, eating also. You sometimes, you're too finicky or too nitpicky. That is something which, when moon is debilitated in the 2nd house of yours. So you might just feel that, no, I have to lose weight, I have to look good, I can't eat more. So all those kinds of things might happen from 9th to the 11th. You might just feel that, oh, I'm very uncomfortable, I have to do so much, So this might be that kind of a day, but it will give you good food. It will give you good relationship with your family members. You will be very nurturing kinds also. You can be very emotional kinds also. As per the classic text, it is said that the native will meet with failures in all his endeavors. Now, see, If this kind of a thing is going to happen, what will happen to others, who are looking for a positive reading only? So when we look at the, unwanted expenditures, fail in examinations, suffer humiliation, unwanted fears, body gets tired. Can you imagine all this is written in the classic text? So eyes may be afflicted, you can lose your eyesight. See, so you must read between lines. If it is said so, it means that there can be some expenditure on this day. So you need to be very careful about your mental setup. Don't show off. Just stay grounded. You have to connect to the earth on this day. As it is a Scorpio sign where moon is, and there's a full moon also here. So the best thing is that do not at any cost try showing off, try boasting your or bragging your resources. This is not the time. Expenses might spike, harsh words might come up, and the best would be donate some milk, donate some rice. Okay, it'll minimize. Also, help the needy on this day. Donate something which minimizes your negative impacts of this moon in the debilitation sign. Okay, it is going to be Jeshta full moon also. So it's better that you connect with your elderly people in the family and just take and seek help and advice from them, if at all you are not able to make right kind of decisions about your finances. Moon is going to be in your third house, and that's from the 12th to the 13th. It's going to be right opposite Jupiter and Mercury in the 9th, and it's going to be trying to Ketu and Mars also. Now, third house transit is very good, as it is Jupiter, the lord of the third, is also looking here. So it's a very positive time period for you to make certain decisions. Now, as per the classic text, it's said that clothing, jewelry will be added. You will be getting mental peace, happiness. Can you see? That is also from the classic text I'm saying. So it is good from the classic text point of view also, and it's good for your from the modern version also. So you will connect with people, you will be making money out of money, you'll be communicating, you'll be traveling, you'll be meeting your siblings, neighbors, friends, party time, and you will have attachment with your children also. Maybe you will be meeting your children also on this day. And you will be more confident now to make decisions. Any kind of bold decisions that, you have been holding on to. Now you're going to be deciding, no, I need to walk out of this firm, or I need to make certain decisions regards to this PR visa thing. Maybe you're going to be making, excuse me for this, maybe you'll be making some important decisions about your moving out of your house, the place of birth. Now is because, Ketu and Mars are in trine after all, so it can take you away from the place of your birth also. So maybe you'll be making those kinds of decisions. Mars is looking at Saturn. So you have to be a little cautious about your feet region. Pains can develop. So you have to be taking good care. But yes, this is the week when moon is transitioning from the third house to the fourth. PR, visa, etc. You can definitely get that. You will work on that. And moon moves into your fourth house, so you can have some stomach pain on this day. Maybe you've eaten out, you have been traveling, and this can bring about. See, as per the classic text, when moon transits the fourth house, there will be poverty. You will experience poverty on this day. Poverty is dearth of resources. So you need to understand that don't spend money on this day on things that you really can make away with or do away with. So do not just get carried away. Okay, I need to renovate my house. I must, put this fixture, change the tapestry and upholstery. Just going overboard, and spending. So this is the time, as it's the Capricorn sign of restriction, limitation. So avoid. Moon says extravagance, let me do this, emotional you, nurturing you, let me do for others, let me do for my family. But ultimately, it is going to be a loss kind of a situation. So it's better that you avoid. It's better that you don't spend too much. Don't go get carried away and make more of expenditures on things that you really don't want and need. Okay. And fourth house also gives you some kind of anxiety, maybe there is something that you did not expect to happen can happen. Maybe, your phone breaks, for example, God forbid. That's a big, big, big issue. But God forbid, it really fell in the water or just broke. So that is something which is going to be giving you that kind of fear, that fear of drowning. Nowadays a phone is our heartbeat, it's a pulse. So if it falls and breaks, or if it just drowns, for example, it just falls in the water, so it is a drowning feeling that you can go through. It could be because of anything. It could be that you purchased a property, and you decided that it was just on the verge of happening, so there's a slip between the cup and the lip types. So maybe, you were about to pay the money, the token amount, and the other person says, no, I back out and I don't want to sell it. And you had stopped the hunting just because you like this property. The owner said yes, and then he backed out last minute. So one of the situations I'm telling you, it could be that, just an analogy, that it can happen this way. So read between lines. So during this last 14th, 15th, be careful about your mental setup. Don't expect too much from others, and don't go get carried away and spend on things that you really don't want and need. Okay. And Venus is in the Kendra. It is good for your business proposal. It is good for your relationship. You might just come across a potential partner. And I think there is a lag which is happening in the internet also, I think. Anyhow, there is a possibility of change of place also. Travels also might increase, and also Jupiter and Mercury and the 9th house. Read some classic texts, read some, enhance your education, enhance your skills. And it is good if you are reading some scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, be it Bible, be it anything, which matches your religion and your liking and taste. Okay. Sun is going to be transiting your 9th house. It's very good for your travels, starting new assignments, and connecting with your father. Father's health might just suffer, so take care. Okay. As I said, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. And it is going to. Remember, keep reciting this. Keep saying this. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, the moon is going to be transiting your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. First house transit is a mixed bag. It is, going to be making you, because after the 12th house transit, when the cycle is over and now the cycle begins. See, 1st, 3rd, 6th, 7th, 10th, and 11th houses only moon gives good results. So when it is in the 1st house, you get over all around success and respect also. But you are very moody on this day. That is on the 9th to the 11th that I'm talking about. So we do have a full moon also in Jyeshta Nakshatra. So you might just be feeling a little uneasy during this time period, but it is good for conveyance, good for property matters, good for improving yourself. Your luster of the body comes back. You're feeling happy. You're feeling satisfied. And there is a eloquence in speech also. And eloquence of speech, rather, I would say. And good fortune smiles when moon is transiting the 1st house, as it said, and you buy new clothes, jewelry, etc. also when moon is in the 1st house. See, moon, as I said, does well in the 3rd house also, not in the 2nd. And when moon is in the 1st house, and when you have this full moon energy prevalent, you need to be cautious about your driving. You need to be cautious when you're talking to others. Don't get involved in any kind of arguments during this time, because with others you can have ego clashes, and you can ruin the relationship. It could be business relationship, it could be your life relationship also. And this is something which is going to be triggering certain things which during this time period, some new changes, something new things coming into your life with Rahu and Ketu in the Kendra also. Lagnesh is in the Kendra looking at the 1st house. The Lagnesh is looking at the 1st house is going to protect your house, protect you. So it is always better if you want to start something new, start now. A new job, a new assignment, a new travel plan, or new, maybe purchase of something. So you can definitely make the best use of this Mangal's transit here. It is positive. It is looking at your fourth house, it's looking at your lagna, and it is looking at your fifth house also. So related to children also, you'll be making some decisions. Moon is going to be in your third house and second house after the first. So this is the time when you will not be getting timely meals. You can have some discomfort on this day. Maybe you're going to be very flamboyant, showy. Avoid that. Don't waste your money on showing off others. There can be some unwanted expenditure. You did not plan it and it happened when moon is in the second house. It said that expenses spike and you start using harsh words. The best remedy is donate something. Donate in whites, rice, milk, curd, yogurt, anything, milk products. You should donate. It'll really help you make peace with your situation. Okay, I will not say that it will change your situation, but you'll be able to make peace with it also. Okay. Then lastly, moon is going to be in your third house, and third house transit is considered to be good all around success. It is good for mental peace, happiness, comfort, satisfaction from all sides, childbirth, self-confidence. Your partner will start cooperating with you, will start behaving well with you also during this time. And you will have new friends, okay, and new confidence in your life with this moon transiting through your third house. You'll make some important decisions during this time as well. Then we have one sec. Let me just have a sip of water. And we do have Saturn in the fifth house. Be more creative. Do things which you can, just go slow with. Don't go too fast. Don't expect too many things happening at a time. Your children are going to get very matured and sensible. There is a possibility that they're going to be joining a job or something with Saturn transiting your fifth house, and Mars is looking here as well. Good for engineers, good for creative fields also. Okay, Jupiter and Mercury are in the eighth house, so you need to take care of your health and lower abdominal region. You might just get into the research work, and you might just make some speculative income also. And Sun is going to be transitioning your eighth house. Jupiter is going to get combust. So that's the thing, which is from the 12th June, we are having Jupiter also getting combust, not to forget that. 12th June to 9th of July. When Jupiter gets combust, it's really difficult for you to make decisions about your life, sensibly. You tend to make some mistakes or the other. So that is something you have to be cautious about. Otherwise, it's a Sun which is going to take over with this, getting the combustion of Jupiter. So your love relationship will be in passion this week, and your partner could participate in family functions, and which will also increase your mutual love. When it comes to business, you tread carefully before making any big investments also. And do not think of starting a new business during this week, especially because Ketu and Mangal will be giving you some confused state of mind. And stocks, shares, take advice of the experts before getting into it. Some obstacles and hurdles you can experience in studies if you are a student native, so take care. Health-wise, skin-related troubles, lower abdominal, neurological issues can come up during this time. Stomach upsets, so eat right. Go for morning walks, etc. You'll feel better. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. Okay. Coming to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. See, 12th house transit is about the endings. It's the last sign after all. So what happens when moon is in the 12th house? You are in isolation. you have seen what has happened in the past 27 days. Now you want to um, review your plans. You want to relax, detox, and you want to take things easy now. You don't want to be in that commotion, friends, party, people. You don't want all of that. When you're in isolation, what do? You think about the past events. You think about what is going to happen in the future because of the past events. So you are in that contemplative mode, self introspection mode. So this is the time. That is why this is the right time if you go in for any kind of meditative programs, healing programs, Reiki. If you can join somewhere, this is the right time when moon is there. Expenditure, if has to happen, then why not enroll in a course which can help you, learn more and make you a better person also inside out. So maybe there is a presentation that you have to work on. So it could be that kind of a day when moon is in your 12th house. So you are going to be working on your presentation or any project. And Venus is also, in your why Venus? Because Venus is your 11th lord. So this is going to be good for romance, sweetness, also for physical relationship. Mars Ketu might just bring about some doubt also in relationship, remember. But this is a very positive time period when Mercury and Jupiter are in the Kendra for getting married also. This week is beneficial for business and shows profits in the new opportunities if you take up. And this will give you, law related or accountancy related or teaching related success. And if you're looking for a new job, so this is going to be triggering that as well. And this is going to be giving you new opportunities with moon transiting your first house. This is the new cycle which has started now. So good for investment in the shares, lottery, etc. And connecting with your partner also emotionally. And if you are a student native, so this will be really, a good week for you. You'll be focused and you'll be putting more effort in the education or your studies. Remember to take guidance and help seriously, including going for tuitions or any kind of lectures that you're taking, which will solve many of the other problems. Okay, Sun will strengthen your immunity levels with Sun in the 6th house and then moving into your 7th house. It is good for your vitals because Jupiter is there now. So when Jupiter is in the Kendra and Sun is also in the Kendra from 12 June to 9 July, Sun is going to be here and Jupiter is going to become combust. Lagnesh is going to become combust. So you need to take care of diabetes, thyroid, all that you have to be careful, and overeating you should be avoiding as well. Okay. So this is what, oh, my camera is off. Sorry. I didn't realize. So this is what is going to be. And Rahu is there in your 3rd house. See, when Rahu is there in the 3rd house, this brings about some confusion in relationships. So you might just be having some confusion or some kind of, you can have some kind of unnecessary arguments with your siblings or with your neighbors or your friends. Gadget failure happens often. So you need to be careful about these energies when Rahu is transiting here. It's going to be for the next 18 months. So you need to be prepared for plan your, get them repaired or get everything in place. Okay, even your relationships. Saturn is in the Kendra, so it brings about relocation changes as well. That's what. Coming to the next one. Okay, I have to give you one chant. I'm giving it to everyone. You must recite Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha. If you can't recite it, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. So this will help you understand the full moon energies on the 11th. Okay. Detox. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Okay. So for Capricorn natives, moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. 11th house is a good transit, good for your communion with your friends, your society that you move around in. It is going to be good for throwing a party. Maybe, you're connecting with your friends also. on this day, but remember, be careful about the people that you mix around with, because moon is debilitated on this day, and there's a full moon also happening there. So moon is illuminated. It's illuminated in the debilitation sign. So what will it do? You will get into the depth of everything here. You want to know about your friends and friendships also. This is the time when you will be working on your finances. Okay, I need to save money, and how do I do it? Don't go in for unethical means of making money, because Rahu is there in your second house. It can lead to making money out of money in the unethical manner. So you need to be careful about it. Also, second house, I have seen that people start telling lies about small things. They commit, but they do not follow it. They are not able to stick to their commitments also. So be careful about all these things and don't deviate from your conversation or your path. Rahu will push you doing that. So that is something you have to be careful. And then moon moves into your 12th house zone, and 12th house is the house of closure. It's the last house. That's why it's the house of emancipation, and it is also about your isolation zone. It's a very good time for making some kind of travel plans. Maybe you can meet some foreigners during this time, sign some documents overseas, or there can be some expenditures that you did not expect. Somebody's in the hospital, you have to spend there, or somebody is asking from you a hand loan. So all that happens when moon is in the 12th house, either or matching up with your own situation. Please do check that yourself. And also, moon is going to be in your first house. Now, when moon is in the 12th house, one more thing, I've seen in the 12th house, there is a disturbance in the sleep. You don't have a peaceful good night's sleep. You're very poetic. You look at the moon when it's a full moon, especially, it's a Kandanta moon also at the same time. So it's a full moon, suppose, it's said that there are so many poetries. If you are an Indian, you know it. If you are non-Indian, I must tell you that the poets used to look at the moon and write the poetry, romantic poetry. Why? Because they're not getting any sleep, because the moon is full and it's so attractive. So people get carried away during this time when moon transits the 12th house. So that is why it's the house of addictions also, because you tend to get onto that kind of a path. So this will disturb you. It will be a little uneasy for you, and money goes unnecessarily, and expenditures on women counterparts. Food is of bad quality, or you're not getting that kind of timely meals. Money will be spent in bad ways due to short temper. You will earn enmity, and you might just engage in some kind of quarrels. So even the mind, you have to be careful that you're on high alert. You're alert all the time, not lazy on this day. On the 14th, 15th, moon is going to be in your first house. Now, first house is the cycle is beginning again. So it will strengthen your mental setup. Whatever you have been going through till now you are going to be feeling better. You're going to be getting into that, that zone of doing things, starting from scratch now, because the new cycle has begun, no? So when moon is in the first house, you have mood swings also, and it's considered to be a good transit. It's good for comforts, you enjoy comforts, you look after yourself, no, it is Om Amruta, Amrutone, Amruta, Om Amruta, Bindu, Chandraya Nama. Chandraya Nama, you have written correct, Atrika. Om Amrita, AMRTA. If you can write it when the video gets uploaded, it will be better in the comment section. Om, or you can say Aum. Actually, it is Aum, Amrita, AMRTA, Bindu, BINDU, and Chandraya Namah. Okay. But the gist is, may the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. Now, with moon transiting your first house, you will get to learn the classic text. It's really very important to learn something on this day when moon is transiting the first house. You get to connect with your elders, you get to, learn something, some ancient vidya, literature, or maybe, some kind of shastras if you want to. So when moon is here, you purchase some perfumes, or also look after yourself, the personal upkeep when moon is in your first house. And you will enjoy timely and delicious meals also, it's said. And you wear new clothes, okay? And you are homey because, it is the Capricorn sign where moon transits. So you have that restrictive energy also. Maybe with the authorities, you can have some clashes on this day because, they want you to perform in a particular manner, and you're performing in a very different manner as compared to what they expected. So that kind of clash can also happen with moon in the restrictive sign of Capricorn. Okay. And we do have Jupiter and Mercury in the sixth house, which is good for your health. In case you haven't going through any health issues, it will give you some relief. Sun is also going to be transiting here. So your 12th Lord is going to get combust. So anyone who's in the hospital will get relieved, or maybe you will get, some kind of relief from the pain. And Mars and Ketu are there in the 8th house. So any kind of surgical process, if you have to go through, you should just get it done. Remove the uterus if at all you have been having some issues already. So just work on these things, and you're good to go. And Rahu is in the 2nd house. As I said, do not at any cost adopt unfair means to make money out of money. Take the help and advice of right kind of people. I've given you the chant, recite it. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. And from the 9th to the 11th, moon is going to be in your 10th house. 9 to the 11th. And we do have a full moon also in your 10th house. So 10th house is that when there is a full moon, boss exits, it said. Any of the Shubh Graha when transit the 10th house, it can bring about career as your spotlight or career spotlight. And there can be that you have lots to discuss with your seniors and bosses, and they are very happy. They just say, oh, wow, they give a pat on your back. It is good time to connect with the VIPs, your manager, your supervisor, or whoever is one up in the hierarchy. You just get connected with them and just discuss the project that you want to work on together. And health will improve, and your progress is spontaneous. Your status is going to improve when moon transits here, but depends on your personal chart also. If at all you have a Rahu energy here, or Ketu energy here, so it might just not be the case, it might just minimize all these energies. So you need to see from your personal chart also how the planetary positions are. Jupiter, Ketu are in the Kendra, so it's a good transit. Ketu and Mars are in the Kendra also. So this is not good for your relationship. There's break in agreement, which it is showing. So you need to take it with a pinch of salt. Sun is going to be transiting the 5th house zone for you. So this is the natural zodiac, its own zone. So Sun is comfortable because he's going home. So this might just be the time when, you're overindulgent in speaking, in your writing, and in your, creativity, watching movies, etc. So you need to draw a line. You need to take care of your mental setup during this week. And it might just bring about some issues here and there with your children also, with Sun combusting this Jupiter as well, because Jupiter is your, after all, 11th Lord. And when Sun will be combusting this Jupiter, it is going to be giving some issues and health issues or troubles to the children also, or your romantic partner. So you need to take care of all these things, okay? Venus is okay, and Rahu is in the 1st house. Any which ways, it makes you very self-centric, as I always say in my videos, but depends, okay? Depends on your personal chart. If at all Jupiter is looking here, like here, Jupiter is looking here, so Rahu's energies are toned down. But remember, a Papa Graha gets stronger if it's aspected by a Shubh Graha. Remember that. That is a thumb rule, okay? Take care. Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha. 108 times every day. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. See, when moon is in the 9th house, it's not considered to be that good a placement as per the classic text, but otherwise it's not a bad place actually. If you talk about the modern age, it's good for spiritual growth. It's good for father. It's good for learning more, and it's good for enhancing your education, learning scriptures, etc. It is good for conception, because it's in trine to the Lord is in trine, no? So it is going to trigger your 5th house also, where it is. But it is nicha, it is debilitated. That means you have to come back again to help someone. You have to come back and do for others, okay? And when moon is in the 9th house, you travel, you learn more, you upskill yourself, you go for higher studies. It's good for going to the religious places, okay? Your life will be better off, if you have anything which is tough right now. So the energies are going to be towards positivity, comforts, happiness, pleasure trips. You will enjoy all of that. So don't get carried away and overwhelmed by the situation also. Okay, take it easy. So that's what. So moon is going to be also moon is going to be in your 10th house, and then moves into your 11th. So when moon is in the 11th house, this is good for your connection with the VIPs, connection. Maybe you're going to be working harder. It's going to be in the 10th house first. So it is going to be giving you government related job. You're going to be very emotional about your work. You're going to be emotional about your job. You're going to be very spontaneous. And also it is going to be giving you some sharp intellect also. Opportunities will progress. You're going to be getting that status, promotion if you're waiting for. Saturn is looking here. So hard work definitely is on the cards. You have to put a lot of effort in gaining strength, gaining that momentum at the workplace. So more the hard work, the sweeter, as we say, put more sugar in the sweet, you will get it better. So that is something, with Saturn, the more the hard work, the better things get for you. So you have to gain that confidence, that self-confidence. And this is going to be good for the ones who are looking for some pilgrimage also. If you want to get that status, and that you're going to be ordering that others, and it's like, giving you that kind of status now. You're going to be very spiritually inclined on this day, maybe, especially on the 12th and the 13th. 14th and the 15th, you'll be very connected with your friends, the people that you connect with more often. You might just call them home, you might just party, that kind of a thing, that kind of a situation. And also this is a good time period for investments. If you want to take help and advice from the right kind of people, you can do it. You'll make good chunk of money also. Mars and Ketu are in the 6th house. Take good care of your health, and also litigation is possible. Surgical process also is quite likely. So take all good care of yourself. I'm not scaring you. I'm not here to, mislead. These are all planetary positions. And if at all there is anything which is in your natal chart also, it will definitely trigger. The transits are just the triggering ones to the event. If you're in the dasha of Mars, Ketu, they're not well positioned. So see, so it might just be the case, that you have to go for a surgical process. I consider surgeries as relief. In case there is something which is not required in the body, you have to just take it out. It's a surgery. So it is for relief only. So you will get that relief after that. Ketu brings relief, remember. And Jupiter is as it is in the Kendra, so it is good for your any which ways, your mental setup and your health also, and you will learn more. Education wise, you might just start some new education program, and it's good if you want to travel overseas for work as well. Okay, good for marriage, relationship. You will be very emotional this week for your partner, and you will be connecting with your partner also, some ex-partner also maybe. Okay, and we have a full moon which is in your 9th house. So you must recite Om Amrita Bindu Chandraya Namaha chant, and which means May the nectarine drop of the full moon transform poison into wisdom. So you will get that wisdom. You'll be very wise. You'll be making some right kind of decisions. Venus is as it is in your second house, good for wealth prospects, money out of money. Rahu is in the 12th house. You will be traveling overseas. Okay. So this is what is the state like, and I hope you all enjoyed the readings. And I'm sorry if at all I was little, zoned out, because I was getting many calls in between. People are traveling who have taken Mahurata, some close ones. So that is also, my work. So it's quite distracting. I know, but it's required at times. I'm not that kind of an astrologer who will just ignore certain things and they're the clients, they just pay me and that's over. No, for me it's a responsibility, and I didn't know that this is going to be there. The Mahurata is working and they're just appreciating and they're saying everything is on time and everything is fine. Anyhow, that's something which happens, and you are sometimes that you're worried also about your own people and your clients. I treat my clients as my own, and I work through that. Anyhow, have a great week ahead, and stay blessed. God bless everyone, and enjoy your week ahead, and take care of yourselves. Om Tat Sat.